Hey everyone, it's May, and today I'm going to be talking about some of the major differences between high school and college. So, I'm a second year at Cal State Long Beach, in case you haven't watched my videos before, and now that I'm in college, I've had a lot of my friends from high school and just people that are younger than me ask me how college is different. And I asked a lot of people that question too when I was in high school. I wanted to know the differences and was it harder and all that stuff. So I thought it would be fun to make a video and explain them for anyone who might be wondering. So it's kind of obvious, but my college experience is one out of many. There are so many different college experiences that you could have than the one I'm having. For example, if you go to community college, that's going to be different. If you stay home and go to college, that's going to be different. I went away to school, and there are some people who go way farther away than I did. I went a comfortable distance for me, which is just Southern California when I lived in Northern California. Some people are comfortable with going way farther away, like some people will go to Hawaii or New York or something. This is just my experience, and it's probably going to be different than yours, but these are the differences that I have seen. The workload is a lot different than in high school, because in high school it was getting a lot of assignments that were due the next day for your classes. Like I would have a history summary reflection thing due daily, or math assignments due daily, and in college it really isn't like that. You're not putting out as much work. In my classes, most of the homework is just reading, and then you have a few papers throughout the semester and a midterm or two and then a final. So you're not really getting that grade buffer from homework. Some teachers give attendance points, but some don't. Yeah, it just depends, but it's a lot less small assignments and it's more big assignments, and it's really more responsibility on you to keep up with the reading, because the teacher isn't necessarily knowing if you're doing the reading or not. Yeah, so kind of going off of that, college is just much more independent than high school. Again, I think this is somewhat because I went away, but no one's making sure that I'm getting out of bed in the morning and going to class. No one's holding me accountable. It's a lot of responsibility on your shoulders, and that's why some people cut class and party and don't take responsibility for their work and stuff. And you also have a lot more time. In high school, it was I had class from 8 to 3, Monday through Friday was my school day, and then I had extracurriculars, and then I had to fit homework in on top of that, and it was just crazy. But in college, your classes don't take up nearly as much time as in high school. Maybe if you're a STEM major and you have a bunch of labs or something, then I guess that would still be a decent amount of class time, but it's way less. 15 units, which is the average units to take a semester if you're going to a semester school like me, is not that much class time compared to high school. So you'll have a lot more time, which is good for getting your work done, but it can also be hard to manage if you think that you have all this time and you're oh, I still have work to do, you know? And then, so what I really wanted to focus this video on is college harder than high school? Because I feel like this is a question that is asked so much. I was asking people this when my friends were in college, and I was asking them how it was. And the answer to this is it depends, but I'm going to go into how it depends. So the first factor it depends on is how many honors and AP classes you took in high school. I took a lot, and in my AP classes they tried to scare you, and they're this is a college class, except in college all of this will be fit into one semester. Don't listen to them. that's not true, because for example, AP US History in high school was all of US history. And then in college, because I ended up not taking that AP test, I had to take history in college, and I chose between early US history and later US history. So it was half for one semester. So it was proportional. So yeah, I would say that if you took a ton of honors and AP classes in high school, or a decent amount, college is going to be, if anything, easier. It's going to be the same or easier. Unless you're a STEM major, because everyone I've talked to who's a STEM major is literally dying, and that's going to be harder, I'm sorry to say. But any other major will probably be the same workload or easier. And for some reason, I just don't find college as stressful as AP classes were. AP classes stressed me out. College is still stressful, don't get me wrong, but it's better, in my opinion. If you didn't take any honors or AP classes in high school and you just took the regular classes, college is probably going to be harder, because from my experience in high school, the regular classes I took were pretty cinchy, and college is definitely harder than that. So that's what I would use to gauge it. Just your AP and honors classes is pretty much how it's going to be, but like I said, not as stressful. Plus it's something that you're interested in, so that's kind of different than high school too. because like if you're taking classes that you're interested in, I think you're just naturally more motivated to work harder. And then the last thing it depends on was how many extracurriculars you did in high school and how many you're doing in college, and if you're working, because like I said, you have a lot more extra time. But if you have a job, and especially if you have to work full-time or something, which if you do, I'm so sorry, that sounds terrible, but then it will probably be still really hard. If you're working full-time, part-time is doable, but like full-time, I don't know. If you have to do it, you have to do it, but like if there's any way you can avoid it, I wouldn't recommend it, because the people that I've talked to who work full-time are always like dying with how much work they have to do for school and like balancing that. And in college, like there's opportunities to do extracurriculars just like there were in high school. Like I've been in a couple of clubs, and you can take like fun elective classes. Like I did choir, and I'm gonna do dance next semester. So that kind of replaced, like I did choir in high school, and I also did band, but I didn't do that in college. But yeah, so there's plenty of things to get involved in, and I think it's good to like have something. You don't have to like overload yourself. I don't think it's like really important like it was for colleges, like to put all your extracurriculars on your resume. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope this was helpful in some ways, and if you have any questions at all on college or high school or the differences, please leave them down below and I will respond to you. And please subscribe if you would like to see more awesome videos. I'm planning on making some more videos about college and the transition from high school to college, so if you're interested in that, please give this video a thumbs up so I know what you guys want to see. And yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.